What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Turbo today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. Here we are. I've been meaning to talk about this one. I've genuinely forgotten, and in my wake of forgetting, well, you've had quite a downside move, haven't you? I forget what my last stance was. Let's see. Let's actually look. What was my last stance on Turbo? What did I say? Turbo chart prints bullish pattern running flat. Okay, and that was on January 19th. So we did have, right, this is the running flat, I think, right? It's this move here. This is the running flat right here. So in this running flat, and I think we are still in the running flat right now, it's completely acceptable to find a low where you found your low, actually. And maybe I was describing that, I wonder if I described that in that video. I'm kind of curious now. I don't want to be like, I was calling for this move and then not have called for this move, but I also don't want to be like, I wasn't expecting this move. I genuinely don't remember what my last thoughts were on Turbo. So regardless of if I was bullish or if I was bearish, if I was right or wrong, who cares? But really just, you know, it's been a second. I've talked about so many different things. It's hard to keep track of everything. From a high to a low, or a low to a high, I should say, of this overall range. Low to a high, not the fake out high, but the actual high of this move that we're measuring. You're pulling back to the golden ratio, right to the golden ratio. The 61869 zone is perfect. It's an area that you found resistance here before. It's the last area that you found support before breaking below this line here. So it makes all the sense in the world that not only would you find support here, but that you would move up from here and probably move out to higher prices. Now I do remember something that I said, which is back around the time that we were at our all-time highs. Whenever you listed on Coinbase, when it was the middle of December, I remember saying often that when you get listed on Coinbase or Binance from the high to the low within a 6-week period, oftentimes you start to move down and you see a price deficit of 65% or more. Oftentimes it is 65% or more. Maybe it's 60%. I think it's 60% or more, but most of the time it's like 65% around there. And then also it can go even beyond that. You only dropped 51%. And this wasn't a big deal. Sometimes in very bullish projects, you don't drop the average amount. When I say the average amount, when I'm saying it's 60 to 65% or more of a drop that the average coin drops, this was from some research that I did years ago. I did hundreds of coins in a day. Don't believe me, do it yourself if you've got the time. You'll find the same conclusive evidence that from the moment that these coins get listed on an exchange, within a 6-week period, in other words, within a month and a half, you begin to see a decline, a sharp decline that leads to a drop. That drop on average across the board is normally a 65 to 75% drop, okay? And to be completely fair, that average took into account coins that pumped too. So if you took away the coins that pumped, not the ones that dumped, that average of a drop might actually even be lower, to be completely fair. But there are some coins that don't drop as low. There are some coins that get listed on an exchange that don't drop at all, and they continue to move up. Turbo, a very bullish project this year. We thought that maybe it could find support. I say this year, I mean this cycle. It could find support here. But now that you've dropped all the way down here and you've seen a 67% drop from the top, from the time of Coinbase listing to the time that you're at now, you guys, that is right smack dab in the average expected area. This is a normal move for a big exchange listing like Coinbase. So good. You got it out of the way. You did the thing. You did the average move. Finding support at previous areas of support, previous areas of resistance. You've got this bullish running flat pattern look to you, which likely would not just break you out moving higher, but break you out to new all-time highs. So let's cut to the chase. Let's get to the part that a lot of you are waiting for, right? No, I don't think it's going lower. If it does, it's going to go, the amounts that it's going to go lower is insignificant to the amounts that it's going to go higher. You never know. Turbo, it could just shit the bed from here, but that doesn't sound right to me. What I would expect is if this is the low, and we'll actually refine this a little bit more to see if we go lower, how much lower we're going to go. I suspect if we were to go lower, I mean, that might have been it. I really do like that as a low. It's right in line with this low here. It's perfect. It's just so perfect. So I like that a lot. Just because it's perfect doesn't mean it has to happen. It can be imperfect, whatever. But high to low, the next area that you would go to, the minimum target from here would be about a 3.8x, almost a 4x, at about 1.96 cents. The highest that I could see you go is about 2.8 cents. Now, when I say highest, I don't mean for the cycle. I just mean for this move. I suspect you stop in this zone. That's my suspicion. High to low here. Do we have any agreements? 1618. 1886. I like it. Okay, I like it. So yeah, minimum target firmly at 1.96 cents. It could be where you top off. It's very possible. And it's always nice to get the moon boy targets, the exciting targets in mind. But let's be real with ourselves. It might only see a 3.8x from here. Oh no. That might be your worst case scenario. Or I guess your worst case scenario is this thing's a fraud and it's going to tank to zero, but I don't think that's the case at all. If we look at this relative fib, I'm going to delete this. We're going to bring this back, okay? But we look at this fib here from the high to the low. Oh, that's not even the low. Oh, no. Oh, no, I hate whenever I do that. Let's go back. Hold on. Let me put this. Damn. Okay. Come on. Dude, why? Watch the last 5 seconds. I don't know why it jumped from there. Okay, so this would actually suggest you do go above 1.9 cents. 2 cents is your minimum target. Let's adjust that, guys, 2 cents, because I think this fib is more significant. I think if you were to hit the 1272, you would at least hit that 1618. So truthfully, a 4x or more is your minimum target. I know, such a bad minimum target. 4x from here, likely by the end of February, if not by the midpoint of March. The second week of March is what my expectation would be. But we'll see. You know, it depends on when we start moving. I think we'll start moving out of here, and it will be in a spectacular fashion. I suspect a kind of V-shaped recovery, at least until you get to about a cent, and then maybe you start to more gradually move up. But I do expect a rather abrupt, sharp recovery to match this sharp decline that you had. And I think that it'll take you a little bit above here. So what's right above there? That's your golden ratio right there. It would make sense that you probably, right now, you're at half a cent. You're going to see an immediate move up to a cent in a very short amount of time. I would assume, I mean, it could happen by the end of this week. It could happen by the end of next week, but it's going to happen in a very short amount of time. I definitely assume it's happening soon. But based off of this fib here, you found resistance. Okay, this is what I want to take back now. I want to delete this. Got all distracted from this here. Come on now. No. We want the white. There you go. Delete that. High to low here, you found resistance at your 1272. Likely, when you move up, you won't stop at your 1414. You would at least hit the 1618. So this is a minimum target that we agree on right there. And if you break above the 1618, the next target area that you would see is the 1886 to the 200 level. Now, we bring back the other fib, and you can see that the 1886 to 200 lines up very well with this golden ratio. So personally, I don't know what to think. Is the price going to stop at 2 cents? Is it going to go all the way up to 2.8 cents or 3.3 cents? I don't know. So somewhere in that range. But I'm confident. I'm very confident. Right now, I can tell you, sitting at $0.0051, in other words, half a cent, 51% of a penny right now, I very much expect that you will be worth about 4x what you're worth now. In probably, I would think, a month, if not a month and a half. None of that's financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just, sitting here doing charts. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not a prophet. Everything I said is not stricken in stone tablets. They're just ideas. Ideas can come to fruition. They can be wildly exceeded, or they could be complete disappointments. It's just an idea based on statistical probabilities, using our historical references, doing technical analytics on the charts here, using tried and true methods that have existed since before I was even born. But you never know. You never know the future. So hit the like button, you guys. Subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.